What is up, guys? Welcome back to Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for my weekly good and bad video for this week. This one we're going to be doing the good and bad of, in my opinion, one of the worst characters of the Walking Dead series, Beth Green.
We silence the whispers.
Okay, guys, so it's going to be doing another Walking Dead good and bad video for today. This one we're going to be doing the good and bad of Beth from The Walking Dead. So, I mentioned it in yesterday's video. I'm going to say it again. I'm binging a new series called The Boys right now on Amazon Prime. And guys, by the way, I gotta say it again. If you have not watched this series, honestly, do yourself a favor and watch The Boys series. Season 1 is up right now, and the first 3 episodes of Season 2 are up right now. And I am just loving this series. I'm binging it right now, and I'm absolutely loving it. Just completely. So there will be probably a review for The Boys Season 1 and Season 2 coming up later on this week, at least from what we've got of the series so far. So I want to mention that real quick. The Boys, you may see a review coming up this week for that, as well as another series that I'm planning on reviewing this week as well, that was recommended by a good friend of mine, which will also be coming up this week as well. So I got some new series I'm going to be reviewing coming up in this next week or so. And The Boys is one of them. I absolutely love The Boys series, and I figured I'd mention that one more time. Definitely watch the series if you haven't already. So, this video, Beth. So, this video is very interesting because last week we did one on Lori, and it was easier for me to talk to you guys about, how much I don't like Lori, because pretty much nobody likes Lori. But with this week, it's a bit of a more personal thing because I don't like Beth as a character, but I do know that there are some people out there that do. So, I hope you don't get too offended. I do not like her character, but that does not mean that I don't see why you like her. I can definitely see why you like her character, There are some reasons that I think her character has made it as far as she did. There are reasons why I think her character could have gone on longer, I'll admit to that. But, yeah, I feel like the big problem with Beth, and I hate to say it, but somebody has to, and it's no offense to the actress, I just don't think Emily Kenny was right for the role. I know I'm really gonna get some crazy stuff from saying that, but I just don't think Emily Kenny, I just don't think she worked well, to be honest. I really don't think that she was like the perfect, fit. Like Maggie, like Lauren Cohan, I think she's the perfect, actress for Maggie, or, Denai Guerrero as Michonne, or something like that. Yeah, Melissa McBride as Carol, I don't get that same type of thing with, Emily Kenny. I just don't think she was right. She was a decent, she was a decent actress for Beth, but I just don't think that she is an amazing actress for Beth. I think they could have picked somebody a little different, is all I'm saying. Or eliminated the character completely. But if you don't want to eliminate the character, then you got to write the character better, in my opinion, and I think they could have picked a different actress, if I'm being honest. But everybody's entitled to their opinion. Like I said, this is going to be a video where I'm going to not complain as much because I do know there are some people that don't like Beth, but at the same time, I'm also going to be fully real with you guys. I don't like her character, okay? I never did. She showed up in Season 2, Episode 2, of course, when Rick had Carl, of course, and, he was carrying Carl, of course, to the farm and stuff, and we see her, and she's just in the background for the majority of Season 2. And, of course, killed off in Season 5, Episode 8. So, in Season 2, she doesn't do too much. After, of course, the barn stuff, she, of course, loses her mom. So, she kind of, goes into, some... She goes into, I guess, a little bit of, depression. She wants to kill herself. She feels like she doesn't really have a purpose, anymore. And that's when I really just didn't like Beth, is because they kept going from the amazing, awesome, long-awaited fight with Rick and Shane, and then you keep cutting back to Beth. And it's like, why? Why would you do that? Why? I don't know. 18 Miles Out for me is an episode that I actually do find is very overrated sometimes. It has a lot of problems, and this is definitely one of them, is Beth. They gave way too much screen time with her in that episode, honestly. They should have, honestly, I would have been okay if they literally just had a bottle episode with Rick and Shane fighting. I mean, am I the only one that thinks that? Honestly, I think a lot of people would have actually liked that. Because honestly, the stuff at the farm, it just did not make a difference to me at all. It really didn't, and it just made me like just kind of be annoyed from Beth's character. And then I tried to kind of block that out as the series went on, and then we get the time skip, the prison. We get her with So okay, one positive, one good decision. This is the first because she hasn't really made any decisions, But one of the main decisions I'd say is good from Beth is that when Rick is going in crazy town after the death of Lori when they're at the prison, she takes care of baby Judith a lot. So I have to thank Beth for that. Obviously, that's definitely a tough thing to do while Rick is, going crazy. So I do appreciate that Beth did that. So I'm going to give her credit for that. Now, the next thing basically is that she is at the prison. She's quite a background character, and she doesn't really do too much in season 3 either, like I said, aside from that. But, she's there, she's a character, she just doesn't do too much. Now, in season 4, we have Zach, of course, her boyfriend that dies pretty much immediately. This is when she just really starts getting annoying, Now, she doesn't, she says, I don't cry anymore, Daryl, I'm fine, that type of thing. I like that, the toughness in her, I like that. But, this is when we start getting into the stuff between, Beth and Daryl. And, listen, I like the relationship with Daryl and Beth as friends. And let me specify, friends. I am not for, which I know a lot of people are, and it still just makes me, just feel sick thinking about it. But there are some people that actually liked the idea of, Daryl and Beth in an actual relationship. Like, as a couple, I'm just like, okay, people, do you notice the age difference, first of all? I feel like that's the main thing we gotta say here. And plus, they just don't have that kind of chemistry. Like, I don't know. I've heard so many people almost love the idea of Daryl with Beth just as much, or at least close to as much, as Daryl and Carol. I've heard almost just as much about that. And I can't. I honestly can't. And, no, honestly, absolutely, just no. And it honestly kind of ruins it when I watch Daryl and Beth in a lot of their scenes, because it just makes me think of those fans that just would not, shut up about the two of them being together. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, people... That's so, okay, I'm going to stop right there at that topic, because honestly, I feel like I'm going to get into a lot of stuff with the two of them that people, just are going to be grossed out by as well. But let's just say it's really not my favorite ideas for a relationship in this series. And I'm saying that in the most respectful way I possibly can, because honestly, that is a horrible and just weird idea to have Daryl and Beth together. So, yeah, I don't know, but some people were for that, I don't know. So, the prison, of course, gets destroyed. She sees her father die, of course, unfortunately, and she doesn't even try to look for Maggie. That's the other thing that I really do not understand. She wants to have a drink instead. She decides that that's, the best option. She doesn't want to stay with Daryl in a camp, eating snakes. That I can understand. Good decision from her for at least trying to do something, but bad decision from her not to look for her sister. I mean, couldn't you try at least? It doesn't even feel like they tried a little bit, but they didn't do all that much, in my opinion. And Beth, honestly, was just really annoying in that episode. Still one of my least favorite episodes of the entire series. And then we have the episode where she gets captured. So, obviously this spills into the hospital storyline, which is one of my all-time least favorite storylines of the series. And we have a bottle episode with Beth. Now, if you guys don't know, Slaptown is my least favorite episode of the entire series. And all I'm really going to say is that Dawn as a villain did not work. Beth and her bottle episode did not work well at all. We have Noah and, her trying to get away with him. It doesn't really work. He gets away. She doesn't. I guess good decision on Beth's part for at least getting him out of there. But, I mean, I don't know. It's really, I don't know. Now, the next thing basically is we have her death. So, the death of Beth. And it's dumb. It's dumb. There's no point. Listen, I know she's trying to save Noah. I completely understand that. She's trying to save Noah. She's trying to do the right thing. She doesn't want Noah to be back at the hospital. She knows he wants to go home. I get that. I completely understand that. But she didn't have to do that. She knew full well she was probably going to die. And for what? Like, honestly, for what? For Noah that you knew for a couple days when he probably could find a way to get out of there anyway? Couldn't you at least leave Noah at the hospital for a little bit and then think of a plan? I mean, honestly, like, if you don't, like, I don't know. Beth acted really stupid in her last couple moments. I'm sorry, but I gotta say it. Yeah, and then she dies, and then Daryl shoots Dawn, of course, which I was very happy about that. And then, unfortunately, Daryl has to carry Beth out, and Maggie, you know, sees her sister dead. So, yeah. That is pretty much, you know, Beth's, you know, story overall. I'm sorry I'm not so thrilled about her character. I'm really not. You guys know where I stand on Beth's character. I don't, you know, honestly, the more I think about it, I don't hate her. I just don't like her much, you know, like that's the thing. I just don't like her very much, you know, I find the actress didn't do the best job. If you ask me personally, I think they could have picked a better actress, or gotten rid of the character completely. And I think that they could have given the character more of an interesting storyline, maybe some better dialogue in there, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like some stuff like that, I really feel like would have, you know, elevated her character a lot, and I do find her to be an overrated character. I'm sorry, guys, I do find her to be a very overrated character. You know, I think that a lot of people give her support, and she has her own fan base, that's great, but I am personally not one of them, is all I'm saying here. So, anyway, I want to say a huge thank you for stopping by and watching this video. What good and bad video do you guys want to see me do next week? And of course, you know, guys, I'm gonna laugh so hard if you guys, like, cause we have Lori first, we have Beth, and you guys watch, somebody's gonna suggest, like, Nicholas or Jared or something, like, you know, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Write your comments in the comment section below. Feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys really soon for another video. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.